All right, let's try it again. Apparently, I was on and it wasn't streaming, so I checked it out and there was some kind of error message that I got. So apparently, we're on now. We're streaming live. I apologize. I just expect these things to work when I go on live. I'm like, I just let it go and create a session and I go. So I apologize if you clicked the link earlier and I'm not there, but I'm here now. So I appreciate you joining me. I wanted to come on and talk about this new podcast I released earlier. There's a couple of things in there that are pretty interesting. Some things that some topics that I brought up that I don't think they've ever been. I don't think I've ever been in a discussion with anybody about it. Group, right? I don't think we have anything like that in San Antonio. And I was saying on that podcast that I released that we have enough musicians in this city, touring musicians that are very talented and skilled. I'm like, man, we need to form a super group, a super rock group. I mean, right off the back, like I say on the podcast, there's one guy in particular, and he's a drummer. He's a friend of mine, good dude. And I think he would be the perfect person to build around for a super group. And he's got good friends. But man, I'm going to put a list together and maybe reach out to my buddy and see if he'll come on. He's a busy dude, man. He was playing at some huge stadium in Denver last weekend. There was some pictures, and man, he looked like he was having a lot of fun. But yeah, because you hear about these other super groups that come out that are in LA with heavy hitters, right? Well, I think we have some heavy hitters in our city that we can form something. Like, go check out that podcast. There's something that I put in there that's about that, and I talk about I'm trying to bring another pet into the family. So yeah, I need another dog. So I just wanted to come on and talk about what I had. Just tease that podcast. You can go check it out. Some good stuff in there. Pass it along. Yeah, so in the background, earlier we were watching Live on Patrol. So yeah, let's put some of that on again, and I think that's some fun stuff to check out. Because I watch these guys on Friday nights. Bob Fletcher. And that's the camera you're seeing right there. Yeah. So it's Bob Fletcher and his partner. Bob Fletcher is the sheriff there in this county. Come on, Bob. Let them party, man. Jeez. Yeah, these two guys they're great. They're really good for their community. They try to do a lot. Um, But yeah, they go to this store, this convenience store out there in that area, and every time I see that store, I think about Madonna. Um, yeah, so this is my Friday night, hanging out, watching Live on Patrol, and then to my right on the big screen, to my right, you guys, it's off camera, but there's a monitor up there, and I'm watching On Patrol Live, which is a rerun. Normally they have it live on Patrol Friday night into Saturday. I think it's kind of crazy that they're not on live today because it's a holiday weekend, right? It's a holiday weekend, and everybody's sitting around. And I think this is when you would take advantage of, but I don't think they need it. I don't think they need it. I think they're fine with their viewership, so they can take off their big time. So whenever they come on, they generate numbers. So obviously they can. You guys just go ahead and take the weekend off, which I think that's crap because that's when we really need them. We want to be entertained, or we want to go see what's going on. Like I feel that there should be an On Patrol Live in every city. They should have a camera in every city, San Antonio, Seguin, like everywhere. Everybody should be locked in. And when something really good, you put a tier on there from 1 to 10. Say, okay, this is, 1 is this, 1 to 5 is this, 5 to 10 is that. So, and you should make it to where it's on from midnight all the way till 8 in the morning, right? I think that would be great. Just dedicate a channel to that, to these shows. I think that's really good. I think that would generate a lot of numbers. You get it for 2 hours, and these guys that do it on Reels, I make fun of them all the time because they do. They leave you with the cliffhanger every weekend. Oh, there's something going. They pull somebody over, and they got something, and they're like, we're going to leave you right there. We'll give you an update next week. So you got to wait a whole week to find out. And it sucks. I've voiced my opinion on Twitter about it, and they don't care. They're like, dude, go away. You're from Texas. Go away. Let us deal with this. We're going back to South Carolina and going to pull some people over and put them in jail for drinking and driving. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy how these shows, man, people really love to watch them. I know I dig them. Yeah, so go check out that podcast. It's on there. It's on that YouTube channel. Pass it. I went from, let's talk about subscribers because I was up to 89 subscribers, and some people will subscribe and then they unsubscribe, and then I'm back to 87. So it's hilarious how that works. It's like you do all this work and you gain a few, and then it's like, we don't like you. You said something about this. I'm done with you. And that's cool. We all have choices, right? We can pick our own channels, and we got options, man. We can watch whatever the hell we want. That's the beauty of it. Yeah, let's check in back with these guys on Live Patrol. This is live right now in Minneapolis. They're cruising the streets. This guy, Bob Fletcher's the sheriff. At some point, I want to try to check in with my buddy who does smoking. And he does smoke and scan. This guy, he's hilarious. He's got a lot of good stuff. And it's like I dig watching him. He's got police guys police ambulance chasers that go out. He knows all of them. But these are my guys right here. But Smoke and Scan is good. Maybe we'll check in with Smoke and Scan later on, because I just want to see what these cats are up to. Yeah. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Everybody's got a 4-day weekend, 3-day weekend, whatever. It's kind of weird because it's on a Tuesday, so people probably have to go back to work on a Monday, and then have off Tuesday, and then you go back Wednesday. So it makes it a short week anyway, right? So that's cool. Either way, you get a little bit of time off, and you get to enjoy the 4th. But man, down here in Texas, I was talking about barbecuing, and nobody wants to barbecue when it's 110 outside. I know I'm like, okay, I got my smoker. I could put everything in the smoker and just let it sit. But that just takes away from everything, right? Because when you barbecue, you want to go out there and you want to light the fire and you want to, prep all your food, and it's a process. And that's what I enjoy about the 4th. And also, like on the 4th, do you just do like hot dogs and hamburgers? Because I like to do a little bit of everything, right? Especially if you have friends over, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna make some chicken or maybe a brisket. And brisket is dedication, man, because that's an all-nighter thing, and I just don't have the time to go out there and sit there and kind of monitor all that. So I kind of steer away from brisket. But yeah, I love cooking it. I just can't get it right. I need to go to I used to have it down back a few years ago, and it kind of just slipped away. And now that I got all the barbecue equipment, I can't get it right. And I see my buddy down the street. He's got a Traeger, and he's always showing off like, dude, look, I got 4 racks of ribs in here, and I got a brisket, and like whatever, dude. I'm not hating. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I need to get it right. So I love barbecuing, and I hate to invite people over, and then you cook a brisket, and it's just not right. You're like, it just ruins everything. That's just me personally, because I love cooking, and when you just don't come through and people are like, dude, you're having a barbecue, and they come over and they expect something good, and you fuck it up, it's like, it sucks. But yeah, we can't barbecue here in South Texas. It's so fucking hot. All I do now is just have all the shades drawn and have the air conditioner set at like 77, because now they're saying, hey, go ahead and do this. It's crazy. Like, I'm just sick of it. Yeah, it's not fun the way things are going on in our state right now with the weather. It's not fun at all. And it's not even, we're not even halfway there. It's crazy. Yeah, so I hope you're going to enjoy a nice 4th of July, having some cold. We can still drink cold beer, right? And cook inside, or maybe, yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out, because that's what we do as Americans. We make time, and we like to sit back. We like to sit back and kind of enjoy the nicer things in life, like good barbecue and good beer and good company, right? But man, nobody wants to go anywhere. Nobody wants to do anything. It's insane. Yeah, so I don't know I still don't have it down. I still don't know what I'm going to get into this weekend. I wanted to go out to the river. I wanted to go do something. I wanted to go to get in some water, right? And take the Jeep out, take the top off, and go cruise around. I can't take my motorcycle anywhere. It's too freaking hot. I don't know how these guys do it. I see a bunch of guys riding, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take my bike out. And it just never happens, because I'm like, okay, I get there, and I'm like, oh, I just dread it. I'm like, no way. There's no way I'm going to be out there. And it's freaking, I'll be frying out there. And the other day I was cruising out, and I see this guy, and he's got like a muscle shirt on and no helmet. And I'm like, that dude looks like he's having a great time. He's all red. And I'm like, no, that does not look fun at all. Um, yeah. So let's check in again with Bob Fletcher and the guys on live on patrol. If you're watching live, that's the screen here to my right. Um, yeah, check them out. It's my show on Friday nights. You guys watch that, enjoy it. I'm going to be here. I'll do the little commentary, and these guys will talk about some trivia or throw some stuff out there. And then we'll switch over maybe in a bit and go check out this other guy. His show is called, on YouTube, is called Smoke and Scan. You get it, scan. So he smokes pot and he scans. He does a police scanner, and he goes all over L.A., the streets of L.A., and all kinds of places. He even checks in on this show sometimes. So there's Bob Fletcher, the guy that's talking. It's crazy. See, yeah, he's talking about that because they normally, they're pretty chill, and they just cruise around and they talk about good food, and they'll, but last week they were cruising, and all of a sudden they go in this area where it's pretty dark, and all of a sudden they pull up on these guys and this young lady. They're like, "Get the fuck down!" No, 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 and pull their gun. They draw guns, and I'm like, "Whoa!" And they caught some people that had just stole a car, because in their area they have a huge problem. That's a huge problem everywhere, but their particular, they steal a lot of Kias and Hondas, and so they have a huge problem there in that region. But yeah, they caught a couple people that apparently stole a car, and those guys got out and they drew their weapons, and it's the other times, but it's very rare that you'll see them do anything, because they'll go and show up and see, they'll assist other units that are out there. But that's Bob Fletcher, the sheriff in that town. Follow these guys on Patrol Live. Watch them on Friday nights, and then during the week they have their other officers that are out during the day patrolling. And you don't have Bob, because Bob and his sidekick there, they just do Friday nights live. So yeah. They're talking food right now. See, that's what they do. They'll talk about food, and it just makes things kind of go by. I mean, that's for guys like me who don't have a life, and you're like, dude, I love following these cats, and kind of, even though we don't live in Minnesota. But yeah, it's fascinating how these shows are very popular on TV. And they still have the old cop shows from years ago on reruns. I'm like, why would you do that? Watch these replays, man. They're current, and they're hilarious. There's stuff in there that's so funny. Like, they have reruns right now on Reels for On Patrol Live. These are live on. It's confusing. I always say that. I was like, this is a 35, 32. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I love watching these cats. They're really good. So follow them if you can, if you want, if you're into that sort of thing. Um, it's just passing along good stuff, like I do on my podcast that I release. I pass on good music. I discovered a band called Black 29. Okay, and it has members of Danzig. And I discovered him because of a friend that I follow. Well, he's not a friend, but he's a friend on social media. John Araya. And he's a tech. I think he's a bass tech for Danzig. And so that's how I discovered that band, Black 29. And I talk about that on that podcast. I do a review on there, and I play a little bit of Black 29 on that podcast. So check it out. I released it yesterday. We're already in Saturday, July 1st. June is gone, man. June was so long, wasn't it? It seemed like we were in June forever. Yeah, but now it's July 1st. Ooh. Eee. It's creeping up, man. Time is a ticking. Yeah, so go check out the new podcast. Pass it around, friends. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start doing giveaways. So once I hit 100, I'm going to take down a random name, and I'm going to, call you out here on the channel, and I'm going to give you something. So there'll be different tiers of prizes. The first prize is going to hit 100. I still have to find it, but I'm telling you, it'll be good. I'm not going to give away anything cheesy. It'll be a cool piece of memorabilia. And then once I hit 1,000, I'm going to give a free pair of shoes away. And this is not going to be any kind of shoes that you can get at the outlet or at the Nike store or at the Adidas. There'll be some nice shoes. And I'll keep moving up. And then I'm going to add some cash. Maybe I'll give some cash away once I hit like 5,000. Maybe I'll give away $500. Once I hit 5,000, I'll give away $500 cash. Yeah. So I'm going to start doing that. So yeah, we're on the road right now to 100. So I can't, it's like that train that couldn't get over that hump. That's the way I feel. I'm at 87. I was at 89. I gained a few. I was almost at 90, and then I lose a few because I guess they go back and listen to some of my older podcasts. They're like, dude, you talked about this. I mean, and people get offended. So I get it. It's okay. So maybe those people didn't belong here. So I'll gain some good listeners and some subscribers, and that's good for me. Because that's all I want. I want it to be something that you enjoy watching, something that you get something out of. So yeah, be looking out. The info will be out soon, and I'll put some promos together for the giveaway when I'm there. I'm telling you, I was stuck at 4 for a while. When I first opened the channel, I didn't have any. I had 4 subscribers, and I was like, oh, God, I couldn't get over the hump. And finally I did. I was like, oh, yeah, this is awesome. And it's a good feeling because, man, even 87 subscribers to me is good. But I'm trying to reach a goal. So that's why I'm kind of putting it out there. And I see other YouTubers doing it, where they're like, hey, we're going to give this away or do that. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do giveaways. So once I hit 100 people, then I'm giving something out. Something cool. It's going to be it'll be worth more than $100. How about that? So after that, we'll do 500 and then 1,000. Yeah. So I'm going to make a list. And cut a promo and start promoting this. So put it out there, and I'll put it on social media. I'll put it on my IG, on my Facebook, on my Twitter page. And we will start giving away stuff. I mean, you got to trade, right? You got to give. So yeah, we'll give away something cool. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So anyway, check out the new podcast. I keep teasing that because that's why I'm on live right now. I want to talk about it because I just don't want it to sit there. Because every time I don't come on and talk about some of the work that I've done, because it's work, man. It's like some people will do a podcast and they would just they will not do anything to it. I kind of want to put I kind of want to put a package together, just like when I'm sitting there watching a YouTube video that somebody did. I respect it. I'm like, I want to see their work. I want to see how it's put together, and that's why I feel that you really got to give people a chance when you see um, a new podcast. You got to give it a shot because like I always tell you guys, you have choices, man. Like with everything, we have choices and different flavors. So on right now, and I'm watching On Patrol Live, which is it's an encore marathon that they're doing on Reels, and they always run up on some crazy stuff, man. So I'm chuckling because there's always something funny or crazy going on Live Patrol. They're pretty mellow, so let's check in on these guys, see what they're doing. Yeah, so that's Bob Fletcher live on Patrol on YouTube. Yeah, I need to find Smoke and Scan. We need to watch Smoke and Scan, see if they're on live. This guy, he is awesome. Um, Let me see if he's even on right now. Let me check, and if he's on, then we'll jump onto that. Uh, let's see. Yeah, so let's see if Smoke and Scan is on. We're doing this live, so I'm gonna put on the audio so you can watch whatever's going on up there on live on Patrol, and I'll see if Smoke and Scan is on, so we can see. I can check it out. Oh yeah, he's on live, man. So let me search for it. Yeah, let's switch it up a little bit and go there. Okay, we're gonna go and check out Smoke and Scan. Yeah, Smoke and Scan is a really good show. Uh, he's on live right now, so I'm gonna try to get it on for us so you guys can check it out. This guy is great, man. You know what I love about him is that he has. Hold on a second. There he is. Right. Hold on. Smoke and Scan. There he is. I don't even know the guy's name. There he is, right here. And this police scanning stuff. So this is great. I'd love to do a show with him. Hey, that's crazy because I say that a lot. Yeah, he does his work, man. This guy, I could tell you what, he does his homework. he does the legwork. That's the beauty of this, is that you can come on here and you can go live on your phone and just put it on your face and on your mug and just kind of go on and just blah, 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 and just eat food and, do whatever you do, and people will watch. People will sit there and watch you. And all you're doing is just stuffing your face. And then afterwards, you're burping, you leave all your trash behind, and people are watching. So it's amazing that when you get shows like this guy, I mean, he's generating some numbers because he's putting in the work. But there's other shows that can't take off. There's so many shows you can watch, so many options. So talent like this guy's talent. See, look at that. He plays drops and that's good. This guy's good. Yeah, this guy's good, man. Yeah, so um, that right there is basically, that's some good stuff there that I'm giving you. So you enjoy it and you share it. And I play music as well. Let's see here. Let's try to play some music. Yeah, I saw they have the On Patrol Live, and I saw this episode last week. So what is everybody up to right now? What time is it? It is is it like 2 in the morning? Almost 2 in the morning? Yeah, everybody's kind of just asleep while I'm awake, blabbing. I appreciate you hanging out and blabbing along with me. I know I'm all over the map sometimes, and I think that's what this, why this this live stream is good, because I could do this kind of stuff and not get bored. I don't have to do anything or put any video in. Everything's kind of there. That's why I enjoy doing these live streams. It's kind of free forming. I like free forming. Takes me back. And you know what the cool thing is being able to just do that, because before we were not able to live stream and do any of this stuff. I'm trying to find this song. Let's see if this is it. No. There we go. I love this song. It's a great song. is the appropriate song right now for our state. I can't imagine being like in like Laredo and places closer. I bet it's bad. That's not good, man. It's like a desert. It's horrible. He's good. I'm telling you, man, this guy is hilarious. He is hilarious. He's got his own drops. He's great. This guy is fucking pure talent, man. Maybe that's what I should do, is get this scanner, a police scanner, and scan San Antonio and just have it live, right? And then have it underneath so we can watch that. See what's going on. Oh, see, this guy's hitting the bong. He's in a legal state. I can't do that kind of stuff. See, that's why I love watching this guy. This guy is hilarious. He offers something good, and he puts the work in. He puts the leg work in with the drops, and that's right down my alley. I guess I dig it because that's what I did on radio. I did a lot of drops. I did a bunch of cool stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's awesome that can watch that stuff on YouTube. So I'm going to play some music. And I want to play some music. I want to play some New Extreme. I told you, I showed the video before of Gary Sharon and Nuno Betancourt and that band. This new album is great. And I really haven't put a lot of time into it because I'm kind of like, I'll save it. But man, because there's a lot of good music coming out right now, and I have Chat of the Rainbow on the New Extreme release. It's good. The whole thing, I'm sure, is good. And I'm listening to it in doses because there's certain music that you can listen to in doses And there's other stuff that, like when the new Metallica came out, I kind of like binged it. I had to listen to the whole thing. I'm a night owl. I stay up and I'll listen to music, kind of dissect it a little bit, and get into my favorite songs, and I'll know if this song, like there's a band that this band is really good. And I talk about it on the podcast that I released yesterday. So if you get a chance, go check it out. But this band is called Black 29. And it's got Danzig ties in it. So yeah, let me play a song for you. Just a little bit of a big. And Black 29. Check it out. Tune. As we listen to Smoke and Scan in the background. That's what you're watching in the background of this stream. Smoke and Scan, live on a Friday night or Saturday morning, early morning. And we're listening to the new Black 29. Check it out.